What is going on, guys? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hustle with Julian. Today we're going to be talking about how credit can absolutely change your life. Credit. We've all heard of it at some point in time, but really credit has the power to change your life if you know how to build it and you know what to do with that credit. So in other words, you're not just spending that money on stuff that's consumer items, but you're actually trying to make that money work for you. So you take that money, you invest it into something that hopefully brings you back a return. One of the best perks about having credit available is it allows you to leverage your money. So if you have 10K in the bank, why would you take out 10K to do an investment when you can use the bank's money to use for that investment? So in case shit hits the fan, things don't work out as planned, you still have that 10K in your bank to work with, either to cover your personal expenses or to help you get over a hiccup with your business or your recent business opportunity that you invested in using the credit from the bank. That's one of the best things, is it allows you to leverage your money. If you have $100,000, if you have $1 million in the bank, it's really not such a big deal depending on how much you're trying to leverage. But if you're somebody who's strapped for cash and you're trying to make things work to the best of your ability, you need to have credit available to leverage your cash for you in case any hiccups come up in the road. Second big perk to credit is going to be finance. The ability to finance anything. That kind of ties in with the leverage point as well. That gives you the ability to finance, a house, ability to finance a car, whatever you need, you can do it if you have good credit. Third perk is going to be free money. Yes, free money. Every time you spend your money on your card, you get 1.5% back. It's like kind of an average. So let's say you spend $10,000. That means you're gonna get $150 back. And that may not seem like much, but it really starts to add up. And that's not even including the sign-on bonuses. Recently, I just met the requirements for a couple sign-on bonuses, and I was able to get over $2,000 back. $750 of that was going to be flight credit or travel credit, but still I had $1,250 cash back just for spending the same money I was going to spend anyways. So it really, these sign-on bonuses and the cash back really can start to add up for you. And then the main reason why I got into credit and business credit is to take my money and invest it in businesses or ventures that I think can make me some money back. So that was the main reason why I got into credit. I'm someone who never made six figures before, and for me to have access to $10, $20, $30, $40,000 available, I never had access to that type of money in cash before. If you're making a ton of money at your job, then maybe you do have access to that amount. But if you're not making a ton of money, like most people, I would say at least 50% of people are not making six figures. If you're not making at least six figures, to be able to have the ability to get access to $20, $30, $40,000 in one single day is life-changing. I mean, that's enough money for most people to start whatever venture they're trying to do or whatever business opportunity they want to take on. That's usually enough money, and really that's just the tip of the iceberg. So let's say, for example, you save up $10,000 a year. How many years is it going to take you to get 40 grand? It's going to take you 4 years to get 40 grand. But if you have your good credit in place, you can get access to $40,000 in one single day if you apply for multiple cards. And even if it's not one single day, let's say it's one single year, still, you just cut that time down by 3 whole years. So you went from 4 years down to one single year to get access to $40,000. I mean, that's a huge improvement. Now, when it comes to credit, for personal credit, I would say Navy Federal is the GOAT for high limits. If you guys are into credit, you've probably already seen that before on multiple other videos. But for me, they're the only credit establishment that has given me the chance at a high credit limit. They gave me $20,000. I would highly recommend, if you can get in with Navy Federal, get in with them. Whether you have a friend that's in the military, a family member that was in the military, a great grandparent that was in the military, anything like that, you can get in with Navy Fed. And once you get in with Navy Fed, I'd like to say you're pretty much golden, because then from there, let's say you get a total of $40,000 personal credit with Navy Federal, which that is very possible. And guys, if you're worried about the income, like, oh, I got to make $200,000 a year. No, you do not have to make that much money. You can, for Navy Federal, they actually say when I applied for business, or when I applied for the personal credit with them, they actually said, what's your household income? So a lot of people will only put their personal income, but here's a tip for you guys. You could actually put your household income. So if you make $40,000 a year, your husband or wife makes $40,000 a year, and maybe your cousin lives with you guys and they make $40,000 a year, then that means collectively you guys have $120,000 of income in that household. So you can put that on your application, 120 grand, which is a big difference between 40 to 120. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to make an extraordinary amount of money. You can make a decent amount of income and still get qualified for these $20,000 credit cards. So let's say, for example, you get $40,000 with Navy Federal. Now that you got $40,000, you can refer your wife or your husband to Navy Federal to get an account as well. And let's say they get $40,000. So now you just went from $40,000 available to $80,000. And let's say you get your brother in on the mix too, and you get him $40,000. Then collectively, you guys got $40,000, $80,000, $120,000 available in credit for you. You guys can do anything you want for that. And then on top of that, right, let's say you guys all add each other as authorized users. So then your utilization rate goes from, let's say you only have credit with Navy Federal for this small example. So let's say you had a $40,000 overall credit limit utilization. Your overall credit is up to 40 grand. Now, since you guys all put each other as an authorized user, now your utilization goes up to 120 grand. So anytime you use your card, you really don't have to worry about your overall utilization going up too high. And then when you go to apply for banks, they say, wow, this guy got 40 grand available to him in credit cards, and he also has another 80,000 in authorized users, right? From your wife, from your brother, for example. And that looks really good to the banks because you have a high amount of credit available to you, both on primary and on authorized users. That looks good to the bank. They see you as financially responsible. So that will help you get approved for better interest rates and also get you approved for higher limits and just more cash, period. Whether you're financing a car, financing a house, whatever, you're gonna get approved for more money if you got high limits on those credit cards and your authorized users as well. I mean, honestly, guys, you could even make a business out of this. Let's say you get so good at this. Let's say you get yourself 40 grand, you get your wife 40 grand, you get your brother 40 grand, and you can also help other people get 40 grand. You could charge them a fee. You could say, hey, I only charge you based on results. So if I get you 50,000 in credit, I'm gonna charge you 5%. I'm gonna charge you 5% of whatever I can get you approved for. So if I get you 50,000, then I'm gonna charge you $2,500. And you could start a little side business like that. And then from there, not only are you making money, but maybe those people might want to invest with you. Maybe they think, hey, this guy got something going. He's a smart guy. He got me 50,000 in credit. I'll invest with him. And then before you know it, you have a network of people that are willing to invest with you on real estate or whatever you're looking to get into. So the bottom line is, guys, credit absolutely can change your life, and it will have an impact on your life some way or another. The only way credit won't have an impact at all is if you're just a millionaire, you got enough cash for everything, you really don't got a trip, you're the all cash guy, then yeah, credit probably won't have an impact on you. But if you're not the all cash guy or girl, then I would highly recommend building your credit and getting in that position to where you can literally finance anything and everything that you want. That does it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Go.